Hi everybody, how are we doing? My name's Andy. Thanks for coming and watching. Today, I've just taken my first delivery of the new year. So we've got a box here. Now this has come from Tarantula Shop EU. I ordered these Boxing Day. You know what it is, I had some money for Christmas, so I spent it wisely quite early on. And this is a sex pair of sub-adult Idiothele mira, which is the bluefoot baboon, or sometimes called the trapdoor tarantula. So yeah, I've got the unboxing and then we'll get into the rehousing, and then I'm going to shut up and we'll get on with that now. Nice one, cheers. Right, now we don't normally actually show the unboxing side of things, but I just thought I'd show you just how well this was protected, if I'm honest, because you had the box and the chips and then the heat pack, which was still warm. Then of course we had this poly wrap, the foil wrap, then the box, the polystyrene box, and then once that was opened up we had some more chips. This is the card. This is Tarantula Shop EU, Damian. I'm not going to butcher his surname. And then after that box we have then the sling pot and obviously the tissue inside. So I think all in all it works out there's about 9 different layers of protection between the outside of the parcel and the actual spider, which I thought was highly impressive. So this one here is the male. You see him just at the bottom of his little vial there in the tissue. See, he did move slightly, so I knew he was alright. And now we'll move on to the female. So not quite as good a view down the tissue, but again I did see her moving, so I knew she was alright. And now we'll move on to the rehousing. Now, this tub that I'm using, it's about 6-7 inch height, so I've filled it with about 5.5 inches of substrate. This is just straight Westland topsoil. So you see I put a little hole in the middle in the hope that it'll encourage it to make that trapdoor. A little bit of moss around the outside and the obligatory water bowl. So this is the male that I'm rehousing at the moment. I used the tongs because I just wasn't sure what was going on, but as you'll see it was a little bit shaky using 2 sets of tongs, so I actually resorted to just using my hands for the female, which you'll see in a minute. But as we were unravelling him, you see this little dude does come out to have a nose. So you get a little glimpse of him there. Just ushered back before he makes a dart for it. And there he drops down. And he's in that little hole. Now this is as much time as he actually spent in the hole, because in the time it took me to pick the camera up and change the angle and change the settings, he'd actually moved out of the hole and just got himself under this little bit of moss here, but you can just see some of the markings on his carapace and on the abdomen. And obviously once my hand stopped shaking you can make out the blue on the feet. So that was him. We close him over and as if by magic, here we are, we've got the second tub ready for the female. And you see, like I said, this time I just went at it with my hands, and I wouldn't recommend doing this all the time, but as I said, these were quite small. They're renowned, I think they max out at about
3.5 inches, maybe 4 inches as a female, and at about 2.5 inches for the male. And you see here, just getting her down. She was pretty calm anyway. And she took up a little spot on top of the moss there. And here we have a closer view. Again, you can see some of the markings on the abdomen and the carapace and those blue feet, which apparently I've read the blue in the feet is apparently some sort of starchy substance on the outside of the skin and not actually the setae. So yeah, there's a nice close-up of her, and that's them done.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I've got to say I'm really happy that I've managed to get these. I've had my eye on getting one for ages, but I just hadn't seen any come up, if I'm honest. And then to be able to get a sub-adult pair and be able to look at breeding them further down the line, that's awesome. So we'll just sort of watch this space and see how it all goes. So he's currently here. This is like my male shelf all along here. Apart from this one, of course, this is my big female cascada, Panthobeteus cascada. And the girl, well, she's up here. She's up there on the top shelf, keeping warm. Anyway, that's enough from me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers. Ta-ra.